The Andean Community of Nations, CAN, is a subregional organization with international legal personality. It is formed by Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela, and by the bodies and institutions of the Andean integration system. Its history goes back to 1969, when the Cartagena Agreement was signed, also known as the Andean Pact. The CAN began its functions in August 1997. The SEI is the set of body and institution that works together and whose actions are aimed at achieving the same objectives depend. Andean subregional integration promote its external protection and strengthen the action related to the integration process. The first meeting of this forum was held on January 15 in Quito. The organs and institutions of the SEI are Andean Presidential Council, Council of Foreign Ministers, Commission integrated by the Minister of Commerce, Andean Parliament, General Secretary, Business Advisory Council, Labor Advisory Council. The Free Trade Zone is the first stage of any integration process and community the countries that drive is to eliminate tariff among themselves and establish a common tariff before third parties. The Andean began to develop in 1969 and was complete in 1993. For this they used the Liberation Program as their main instrument, aiming at eliminating all customs, duties and other surcharges that affect import. The FTA has a characteristic that make it unique in Latin America. All the products of its tariff universe are released. In September 1990, Bolivia, Colombia, and Venezuela opened their market. In January 1993, Ecuador did it. Peru is gradually joining the FTA after supporting its commitment to the liberation programs in August 1992. Finally, in July 1997, Peru, as the other members of the CAN, reached an agreement for the total integration of this country into the FTA in August 1990 and will in 95. OMA, the World Customs History. The WCO was created in 1952 under the name of Customs Cooperation Council and currently has 165 members. Behind the only global intergovernmental organization solely to deal with customs matters. The history of the World Customs Organization began in 1947, the year in which the 13 governments represented in the Europe Economic Cooperation Committee agreed to create a study group. In 1948, the study group created two committees, one economic and the other custom. In 1952, the convention that formally established the CCA came into force. Facilitation of trade. The use of facilitation of trade is one of the main factors of the economic development of nations and is part of the political agenda of countries regarding welfare, poverty reduction, and the economic development of countries and their citizens. In the current international commercial context, customs plays a fundamental role not only in meeting the objectives set by government but also in guaranteeing effective control to ensure tax revenues compliance with national legislation, security, and protection of the society. In a highly competitive global environment, international trade and investment flow to countries that offer great efficient help and facilities. Internal organization of the OMA. The WCO is a forum where delegates, representatives, and wide variety of members can address, on an equal basis matter is the constant field. Each member has a representative with the right to vote. Members of the WCO can access a wide range of conventions as well as other international instruments and also obtain benefits from technical assistance and training service. Latin American Integration Association. It was created in 1908 to promote the economic and social development of the region. This integration process seeks to gradually and progressively establish a common Latin American market. At present, the members of Aladi are Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Cuba, Ecuador, Mexico, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, and Venezuela. Nicaragua is in the process of incorporation. Aladi is the result of a process of regional integration that began at the end of 1905, whose first milestone was the creation in 1960 of the Latin American Free Trade Association. LAFTA was a relatively rigid mechanic science. It stipulates that any commercial concession that one member country made to another should be extended immediately and automatically to the others. The most favored nation clause that model didn't active the expand progress. Faced with the realization that it was necessary to change the model, the Treaty of Montevideo of 1980 instrument that creates LAIA, both within an important element of flexibility, the possibility of signing agreement only between two or more members countries. In this way, commitments will no longer have to be assumed by all countries. They result in a significant increase in the number of agreements seen within the scope of Aladi. The TM80 is notified to the World Trade Organization under the so-called enabling clause, which allows the member country of the Aladi to establish tariff preference and commitments, regarding the reduction or elimination of non-tariff measures without having to extend those benefits to the other members of the WTO. An exception, therefore, to the most favored nation clause.